Radar Reacts, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is officially announced, and that is the name. It is Assassin's Creed 4, number, and then a colon, and then Black Flag. I'm Hollander Cooper. Here with me is...
Henry Gilbert.
Ryan Telgenik.
And yeah, so the next Assassin's Creed is coming out this year, and...
Much to the surprise
Pirates.
of nobody.
Yeah, but I'm surprised that it's a numbered entry. I really felt like they were going to do spin-offs. I asked them, I actually saw the game, and I asked them why they did that, like number and title, and they said that for them, it's a new character is what distinguishes between them. And the reason it has Black Flag in the title is because it is such a pirate game that they can't not tip their hat to it. So yeah, what do you think?
I guess I'm not. Their stance on new number, new character, that makes sense to me. It does. I guess I'm kind of curious. Are we just gonna see just mostly the water stuff that we saw from Assassin's Creed 3?
So the way they say that you're playing is Captain Edward Kenway, the grandfather of Connor Kenway, and he is a dirty, awful, selfish pirate who becomes an assassin. You're figuring out how the Kenway lineage is introduced to the assassins.
Right.
So it's not that like Altair had a son who had a son who had a son who had a son. Like it's a separate bloodline that gets mixed into things, and about 60% of the game is going to be on land. You're going to be running around Cuba and different islands.
It's in the early 1700s?
1715-ish. You'll be running around those areas for 60% of the game, but 40% of the actual story itself, but more, it feels like it's going to be more like 60-40 water when it comes to like side quests and stuff.
Right.
You're going to be spending it in the water, and apparently they've really, really upgraded the water stuff. So you're actually gonna, if you just roll up next to a ship or like in front of a ship, any direction you kind of do, you can tell your crew to throw the grappling hooks and tie them together. And it's not like in Assassin's Creed where it'd be like a cutscene where you board their ship or anything like that. It's like, no, you have a ship, they have a ship. Almost sort of like Halo, it reminds me of from what they've described, where it's like, if you see a vehicle or like a big, like what were the scarab things, it's like, you can get on, if you can find a way onto that, it's a real thing. It's like they're tangible objects in the environment, not just excuses for cutscenes to trigger. So you're actually going to you can just run and like climb the mast of your ship and just dive onto their ship, or you can now you can free aim, which is a new thing, and just shoot them with one of your 4 guns, because apparently
he has a lot of guns.
You have a lot of guns.
Well, I think the water stuff is going to have to, obviously, as you said, they're working on some ways to make it a little bit more interesting, and it's going to need that, because honestly, like for me in Assassin's Creed 3, the open water stuff was a neat distraction for a little bit, but oh man, if it was like 40% of the game, I probably would get turned off real quick.
It was super well done. Like it was really functional. It just wasn't enough.
Yeah, I don't play Assassin's Creed to sail ships. I've been playing it to stab dudes.
Well, it seems so out of left field, the ship stuff in 3, and now it definitely seems like they were just testing the waters, no pun intended. Or wasn't.
It was a pun.
Yeah. Anyway,
Totally
they were testing out the gameplay that was, they were making it for 4, so they just gave it a shot in 3 to see how people would
that said, if you're going into it with the mindset of, I don't play Assassin's Creed for this, then you're not going to probably be happy.
Because if it's good, I'll be happy.
Yeah, but I mean, but that said, I've already read comments when this was leaked all over the place over the last week that people were like, pirates sailing, that's not what I want from Assassin's Creed. It's like, well, then don't play this one. I don't know what to tell you, it's almost more like they built at some point there was an assassin who was also a pirate, and the fact that he was a pirate was more important to his life. And guess what? There are so many Assassin's Creed games. This one is going to be different.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm fine with it. And
I'm almost using you as a funnel for me to complain and comment.
No, as long as it's done well, I'm not going to have an issue with it. I'm just saying, if it was an exact iteration of what was in 3, then yes.
They actually said 3 was literally like, here's an arena, you have a ship, there are enemy ships, go fight them.
Right.
This one is like, it's all open world. There's just an open ocean. You can just jump onto a boat and sail. There aren't going to be like load times between different areas in the ocean or anything. And you're going to interact with famous pirates like Blackbeard and stuff. Oh, and the other thing is they said they're taking the piracy angle, like the historical angle, super seriously. So you're not going to be like walking the plank or seeing people with parrots. It's just like they went through and did research on real pirate shit. And you are going to deal with real pirate shit.
What if I want to give my assassin a parrot? I don't want that. I also...
Fuck, nothing is real.
I do wish the or I think it's really interesting that they made, Hatham was such a proper gentleman in AC3 to then have his father be a dirty, dirty pirate.
Yeah, they played up
really neat.
They said that a lot of the conflict in the story is going to be like he is an assassin who is trained to be an assassin and fight Templar, but more important to him is the fact that he wants to rape and pillage and loot and stuff. Like that, he is a pirate, and it almost feels like he is this game, where it's like he is a pirate first who happens to be an assassin. And for me, from what I've heard so far, Black Flag is a pirate game first, built on the Assassin's Creed engine, starring assassins, and you just happen to be an assassin. Like, I'm sure it's going to play into it. Story-wise, it'll probably be really important, but in terms of the gameplay, like, you have your ship, you're going to be upgrading it, you're going to be, they stripped out, like, the Brotherhood system and the notoriety. Just some things that have added bloat and won't really fit in a pirate game. There's underwater combat.
Really?
Yeah. They showed the characters like swimming underwater for a second, and then they showed a shark attack him, and he like stabbed it in the stomach. It kind of looked like the QuickTime events in Assassin's Creed 3 when like an elf would run at you.
Yeah, your frontier is now the underwater.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think of anything other. They said that they actually have some of the guys, like, because one of the concerns I had was like big ocean. It's gonna get boring. I mean, Wind Waker was magical, and it was still got kind of boring sailing for too long. But they said that they have the team that some of the people who made the open world gameplay of Far Cry 3 working to spice up the open world in
awesome.
this. So they said like you'll be able to do like harpooning missions, and it'll be all dynamic. You'll just see like a whale and be like, shit, we're gonna harpoon that guy. And you'll be able to. There'll be like storms that just spawn dynamically and kind of go throughout the world, and you'll be able to like mix them together. So you may be harpooning and a storm may come, or you may see a really big, slow enemy boat, and you're like, well, my boat's agile and I can't really fight him directly, but there's a storm over there. So if I can just drag him into the storm, I'll be able to run circles around him and fight him. So sounds really cool. There's going to be multiplayer. The modern day stuff is still there, except this time there's no Desmond. It's you. I don't know how literally it's Ryan Talgenik.
Oh, good.
No, they said like the avatar is you. You're being hired by Abstergo Entertainment to research someone else's genetic DNA.
Kind of like the setup in Liberation then.
Yeah,
on the Vita.
Yeah.
And also the like multiplayer story that was in a previous.
Yeah, I'm super skeptical because I feel like it's a really easy way for Ubisoft to be like, we're done dealing with the modern day stuff. Now there's just going to be cutscenes where scientists in first person go like, your name is, you should go fight some people for us. That's interesting. We're not evil.
Yeah, so, it sounds like they're pretty much stripping that out altogether because, I mean, without Desmond or an actual character, like even if you're supposed to be like a canvas or whatever, without an actual established character, there's really no story to tell.
The only hope I have is that it's first person. And like first person is in like you walk around the building and talk to people, because I could see
they already dabbled in first person before, and also I would think like maybe that would be a cool trick, like a cool story, like last third of the game twist where like it pulls back and like you're a specific person who now has joined the Assassins, and like you get back in with the Assassins Guild.
Or maybe it ends with you being broken out and they're like, quick, you need to come with. I'm hoping like it's some kind of
something
trick.
Bigger than that,
I really don't want it to just be Assassin's Creed Liberation style, where it's like it's an excuse to not really embrace the current day. Though they're claiming it's not that.
Yeah.
So we have a ton of content on Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. It's coming out this year, coming out for current gen and next gen, so it confirmed for PS4.
I wonder if it's also going to mean that the next Assassin's Creed game is Assassin's Creed 5, The History of Hatham.
They did say that they want to explore the Kenway family lineage.
I'm pretty confident we're going to get a Hatham game.
Which is good, because Hatham was awesome. He was probably the best part of Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, so Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, you can find out so much about this game on GamesRadar.com right now, and be sure to check back for more Radar Reacts when any breaking news hits.
Fearsome dog feeds off trouble and turmoil. I seen him clear the deck of a Spanish galleon like it were nothing.